All right, hello. I'm Reese, and I'm here with the team behind Ricky. Do you guys mind introducing yourselves to camera?
Hey, what's going on? I'm Stephan James, and I play Ricky and Ricky.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Rashad Frett. I'm the co-writer and director of the feature film Ricky.
Awesome. I first want to ask how you guys got together and kind of like what was the genesis of this project.
Yeah, so pretty much, it started from a short film, and it snowballed into this feature, and in that process of becoming this bigger thing, the universe brought us together. It's just literally we met like when we first met, we just had like great conversations and just really, understood the story of this ex-offender trying to reacclimate after doing 15 years in prison, and Stefan just really took to the role and understood the assignment and just knocked it out the park.
Gotcha. Yeah, what attracted you to this particular story?
Well, I think seeing the short film that he referenced, I think it was just so well done on obviously a very small budget. And so it gave me a lot of faith and hope that, stepping into this with Rashad, who just seemed to be a filmmaker of care and attention to detail. And I could tell that his heart was in this, that he really wanted to tell this story, that he felt called to tell this story. And for an actor, that's the dream. That's what you want from your filmmaker.
Gotcha. I like what you're saying about story. Sundance is, I feel like, one of the remaining festivals that genuinely cares about story, does not care about genre, and does not care about something fitting into a box. So I was curious why you think Ricky belongs here, why it is like a quintessential Sundance film.
So pretty much, I mean, like it received support from the Sundance Labs, and it came in, from the short, and in that process of turning it into a feature, it just felt like this was a story that was meant for Sundance. Like the home was here. A lot of films that I've seen that came out of here that spoke on important topics that directors I really look up to had stories along this wheelhouse, and I just I'm truly honored that we got it into this film festival.
Gotcha. I wanted to talk about what you were saying about like being inspired by other storytellers. I was curious if there are any performers, actors, writers, even as we're at Audible, that you guys like truly look up to that like even maybe helped inspire this story.
So one of my professors, Spike Lee, a lot of his films.
Very casual thing to drop.
Yeah, no, but yeah, seriously.
No, seriously, yeah.
Yeah, he's just meeting with him one-on-one about the script.
Yeah.
He helped fund the short. I looked a lot of his films inspired me to like really bring this to the next level. And prior to that, I'm a big fan of Sidney Poitier.
I love Sidney Poitier.
Just from a Caribbean American, I really looked. He really paved the way for me, for us as Caribbean descent artists, and yeah.
Gotcha.
For me, I would say I was actually really inspired by a real life individual, a young man by the name of Khalif Browder, who got caught up in the criminal justice system at a very young age in New York City, and so I became obsessed with his story after he came back from prison, just like the journey he went on, and it's so unfortunate that really there seems to be like too much source material for a story like this. But for me, I feel like I really zeroed in on Khalif and his story, just being a young man and understanding, the effects of coming out of an institution like that and trying to readjust to society.
Yeah.
Even on a mental perspective, how does that affect his mental health? We talk about a lot of things in the film as far as, the drugs that they're given when they come out of jail to deal with PTSD, to deal with depression. Are we taking care of them in the way that they're supposed to be taken care of? And I think that all of those things allowed me to step into Ricky and try to make him a real person.
Yeah, do him justice. Yeah. And the last thing I kind of wanted to end on is Sundance for me is like, I was just able to speak to Questlove, and I was like, some of his films in the past have like genuinely educated me, and I feel like Ricky will do the same. I was curious if there are any books, movies, audiobook, anything like that, podcasts that you guys would recommend just for people to like broaden their horizons and educate themselves?
Well, yeah, no, definitely the Khalif Browder story for one. I think that that's important. I think there's a documentary, there's books, there's a bunch of materials on his life, and I think that, if you can understand Khalif, then you can understand Ricky, and you can understand, the young men that are put in this situation, despite what they may have done to be placed in this situation.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so actually, I put one of the books in the film.
Oh, nice.
It's called The Five Bags, and the author was here, Maurice Eastwood, and that film pretty much talks about, becoming a better you. It's talking about mental health, health, wealth, spiritual, to pretty much have a better you. So, I had asked him if I could, incorporate that into the film, and, he graced us with, allowing us that privilege to include it in the film.
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for stopping by to chat, and
Thank you so
congrats on the
much.
film.
Appreciate
Truly,
it.
yeah.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
you guys.